What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? Back with the greatest on the Washington Commanders on this YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and get me to 200 subscribers. We are very close to that. Make sure you like this video and comment down below anything you want. Now let's get straight into the video. It's been a very active day for the Washington Commanders. Some things I like and some things I don't like. We'll start off with the news that I personally love and that I think is a very great move. The Browns traded kicker Cade York to the Commanders for a 7th round pick. Washington gets their kicker in this pick. Listen, Riley Patterson was released yesterday. We knew that after the preseason game, after he missed 2 field goals, that we weren't going to keep him. We cut Ramiz Ahmed. We knew we weren't going to keep him. We cut him like 3 weeks ago. So at this point, we knew we needed a kicker, and so it's like, okay, well, let's go out and find ourselves a kicker. And all we did was a 7th round pick to get Cade York. He is known for the 70-yard field goal he made in warm-ups in a game. And he is a very great kicker. We have our kicker now. We found him. He comes to the Washington Commanders just for a 7th round pick. Nothing major. This is actually awesome. I mean, we need a good kicker. We got rid of Joey Sly. Brandon McManus, I'm not going to bring up why he is not on the team. I'm sure you all know why. And so picking up Cade York is like, okay, well, we have our kicker now. We found him, and he is in Washington, and he is in a better place than the Browns with Deshaun Watson, because who knows, Deshaun Watson might touch him in the locker room. All right, this getting out of hand. Let's keep on topic. Cade York to the Washington Commanders. So, 7th round pick. What do I think of this? I think it's a great move. I think that Cade York has shown his talent in the league, and I think that if you want to be a successful football team all around, you go out and make moves. And I think it's about the kicker too. Like, it's not all about the quarterback. Like, mostly, yes, the quarterback is the most important position, but if you want to be a good team, you have to be rounded out great, and you have to have everything perfect. So I think Cade York coming is a great kicker, and he will win some games for us. He will make some field goals for us, and he will do a great job. Obviously, this week in FedEx Field against the Patriots. Oh shoot, sorry, not FedEx Field. We lost our name of our stadium. So Commanders Field. Obviously, this Sunday night we play the Patriots, and so we'll see Cade York in his debut for the Washington Commanders. I'm sure he'll play. Not much risk of injury with a kicker. So I'm sure he will play, and we'll see him in action for the Washington Commanders. All right, now we're done with the great news about the kicker, Cade York. I'm just going to leave this thing up, this Twitter up on the screen for like maybe a minute longer. Then I'll put the next topic that we're going to talk about up on the screen. But first, I want to talk about the joint practice today, or not the joint practice today, sorry. The practice today for the Washington Commanders, the inter-squad practice. I heard that Jaden Daniels hooked up with Zach Ertz many of times. I heard that him and Terry are also continuing to find success together. And I heard that that the defense actually looks better. We knew Sammerstill was already good, and Luvu and Wagner, we knew all of them were good. But some other players flash. Tyler Owens continues to flash in the Commanders' practices. He continued to show why he should make the 53-man roster, and I think he will at this point. They love him. Like, they love that guy, and I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't either. I think he's a great, fantastic player, and, I think in terms of safety, he is very good. Like, we are not the best in the safety room in the NFL, so I definitely see, why you would put him on the 53-man roster. Next thing, Commanders are trading wide receiver Jahan Dotson to the Eagles for a 2025 3rd-round pick and 2 7th-round picks. Wow, the Jahan Dotson era is over in Washington. After 2 years of being a Washington Commander, after 2 years, Ron Rivera selected him, 1st-round pick out of Penn State. Yeah, he's already gone. Adam Peters, if you don't go get CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, or Brandon Ayuk, it's not going to be good for the fan base. Not necessarily for me, but for the fan base. Because losing Jahan Dotson, it hurt. It hurt today. I saw this in school today. It hurt. And I'm sure it hurt for people at work or whether you're at school too. Listen, this guy, like, he didn't have that bad of a season last year to go out there and trade him. He must be horrific in training camp. He must be awful. He must be dog water in practice and training camp. Like, I've seen him in the preseason game so far. He does not look that bad that you just go out there and trade him on a Thursday afternoon. I mean, I'm not quite sure what Adam was thinking, but listen, as a fan base, we wanted the best GM out there, and we got him. So let's just go ahead and trust him. I know that, like, I am talking right now because this hurts. Like, I did not like seeing this. I was very mad with Adam Peters when I saw this. But I feel like if we're going to be a good fan base, we have to just trust Adam Peters. We have to just trust him. So let's just trust him. You know, this does not seem like a good move at the time, but we'll see what he can do. Like, I mean, we will have to see what he can do. Maybe, if I know if he went out there and got Brandon Ayuk, the fan base would marry Adam Peters. But if he doesn't, we're going to just have to trust him. And we're going to just have to see what the future plan is. And obviously this year we know we're not going out there to compete for the Super Bowl or even the NFC Championship. This is kind of a rebuilding year. So apparently, they don't like what they've seen out of Jahan Dotson through practice and camp and preseason, and so they go ahead and trade him. The one problem I do have with this, though, is to the Eagles. Like, I guess they're the only team that wanted to accept the trade that Adam liked, so we trade him to the Eagles. Yeah, that does not sit well also, because I feel like I know this team. He's probably going to turn into a star with the Eagles. Like, we got Olamide Zaccheaus, so hopefully Zaccheaus turns into a star. If Jahan Dotson turns into a star, hopefully. And we just kind of swapped receivers. Hopefully that's the case. I mean, we're just going to have to see because it's not very pretty right now in terms of the fan base and Jahan Dotson, because I don't think anybody can believe it, really. I think we're all shocked. I am shocked. I am completely stunned that Jahan Dotson got traded. But like I said, we're just going to have to trust our GM. Like, I know that it's not the best news to hear right now. I know it isn't the best news to hear. But it is what it is. Like, this is when you have to realize that we're not the ones in charge of the front office for the Washington Commanders and the NFL team. We're not part of the $6 billion franchise, you know. We're just fans here, and this is why we don't make the big decisions. But that's all I got. Don't like the Jahan Dotson news, but I do love the Cade York news. So positives and negatives from today. But this is going to be it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Man, if you subscribe, you are a real one. If you like the Commanders or NFL, make sure you subscribe. Comment on this video and like. See y'all boys later.